Ever heard of a song that can awaken spirits? Or of forbidden notes that, if played, can open a door to another world? Mississippi, 1932. A young man, with his father's guitar, accidentally summons a power he can't control. As the music plays, something from the darkness responds. Vampires appear, a bloodthirsty clan. The night turns into hell, but amidst the blood and fire, the music continues to ring, bringing hope or destruction. This is a story that combines mysticism, horror, and history in one unforgettable night. But be careful, because once the song is played, not everything can come back. Let's continue to follow the excitement of this movie.
Scared you? Stay. It's you? Of course it's me. Open the door.
The film starts with a narration about how some music is said to be so powerful, it can conjure spirits from the past and the future. However, it is also possible to attract evil with this power. Clarksdale, Mississippi, October 1932. Sammy Moore drives to a church, looking beaten and with claw marks on his face while holding a broken guitar neck. He enters the church where his father, a pastor named Jedediah, tries to help his son and tell him to give up music and repent his sinful ways. Sammy just clutches onto the guitar neck. One day earlier, Sammy's cousins, twin brothers Elijah and Elias Moore, aka Smoke and Stack, are returning home to Clarksdale from their time in Chicago. The twins have stolen money from gangsters, implied to be Al Capone, and have purchased an old sawmill from a supposedly former Klansman, Hogwood. They have plans to turn it into a juke joint to attract members of the black community. Smoke heads into town to enlist the help of old friends, Grace and Bo Chow, to make a sign and assist with preparations for the grand opening. The locals are well aware of the twins' infamous reputation.
Guilty is charged.
When he catches two young men attempting to steal liquor from his truck, he shoots one in the backside and the other in the leg, sending a clear message that he's not to be messed with.
How I doing? I don't know. 10, 7 for got a deal.
Later, Stack visits the train station to pick up an older blues musician, Delta Slim. They draw a crowd when Slim gives an impromptu performance. Stack convinces him to join their venture by offering him some of the Irish beer they plan to sell.
Chicago win. Deal?
Depending on who you ask.
Hey.
For a gangster, night for the last 10 years. Drink?
It's an Irish beer. Straight from the when they bring us down here empty-handed. $40 a night.
Meanwhile, Sammy meets Pearline, a married woman he flirts with and invites to the juke joint's opening night. Mary, a childhood friend of the twins and Stack's former flame, confronts them. She's hurt they never offered condolences or sent flowers after her mother, who had been like a second mother to them, passed away the day before. Stack brings Sammy, a hopeful blues musician, into the fold, then tracks down another old acquaintance, Cornbread, and hires him as security, freeing him from work on a cotton plantation.
And arrest me with you. Did he? Had to pay for the important raping that white man's wife.
Boy, a long time no see.
Nice to meet you, three.
I ain't got that.
I said she was.
Well, you should have
How much money are you talking about paying him?
Smoke visits his estranged wife, Annie, a voodoo practitioner. The two have been separated, partly due to the loss of their child years earlier. Annie insists that her voodoo has been protecting the twins. Their reunion turns intimate, and they end up sleeping together.
Smoke, give me my money for alcohol.
This shit won't even spend nowhere else. Ways I didn't even know was possible.
Or what? Every day since
Those roots ain't work on our baby then.
hold your bag. Bless you. Here, Smoke.
Coming back here.
As night falls, an Irishman named Remick shows up at the home of a racist couple, Bert and Joan. He persuades them to let him in by offering gold in exchange for shelter from Injuns. Not long after, a group of Choctaws arrives and warns Joan that Remick is dangerous, but she ignores their plea and sends them away. When she returns inside, she finds that Remick is a vampire and that he has already turned Bert. Remick and Bert then turn Joan as well. The juke joint opens to a packed crowd, though the twins have spent a significant amount of money just to get it operational.
They gotta feel. When they turn this place close?
I ain't always nice. Had to wait. Go on, enjoy yourself.
You got my $2?
Husband coming? I don't think you should be here, you see. I'm with the twins.
Grace, good to see you. So you play that good?
Stack and Annie convince Smoke to accept script as payment from some guests. Mary is also let in, both because she's like family and because she has 1/8 black ancestry on her mother's side.
I come to here. I'll beat up every bitch.
Now go home to it.
I'm mad to you. A long time.
And I was never gonna be with me.
Stack encourages Sammy to take the stage, and his soulful performance captivates the entire audience. His music is so powerful, it summons spirits, and musicians from different eras and cultures appear in the juke joint, joining the celebration. The place seems to go up in flames visually, but the crowd keeps dancing, lost in the magic of the moment. This supernatural display catches the attention of Remick, Bert, and Joan. Meanwhile, Sammy takes Pearline to a private room where he performs oral sex on her.
Yeah, shit. What's the... Now that's food.
Disguised as fellow musicians drawn in by the sound, the vampires approach the juke joint, offering to play and even offering money to get in. Smoke, however, is wary of them and refuses to let them enter.
They're perfect, and you're saying we ain't welcome. Can't we just...
Have on us if they did. Shit.
There was just 3 of them.
Seen your performance. Yeah, it's cute now. I'm heading off on my own. I can feel them out myself. Real bad. Small town, right down to us. Your daddy a preacher. You can go and do that.
Put 2 and 2 together.
You know the smokestack. Well, you better enjoy it. Come tomorrow. What's the matter?
Hoping to help with the finances, Mary steps outside to speak with them. While she's initially impressed by their music, she becomes alarmed when Remick's eyes glow red and he begins to drool. Sensing danger, she starts to leave, but Remick suddenly launches himself at her.
For fellowship and love.
Fellowship and love.
Awful.
This had me confused.
Yeah.
At the same time, Cornbread steps outside to relieve himself, leaving Slim in charge of security. Bert and Joan manage to lure Cornbread away by provoking him. Mary is let back into the juke joint, where she first tries to seduce Smoke, but soon shifts her focus to Stack. The two head into a private room and begin having sex. Meanwhile, Smoke handles a violent incident where a patron slashes another man's face with a razor after being caught cheating with loaded dice. Smoke tells Sammy to go fetch Stack, but Sammy is too embarrassed to interrupt.
What the hell is cornbread?
When Smoke checks on them himself, he discovers Mary biting into Stack's neck. He unloads his guns on her, but she survives, declaring she'll kill everyone before fleeing. Smoke tries to save Stack, but it's too late. Stack dies. Smoke and Slim quickly order everyone to evacuate, leaving only Smoke, Sammy, Annie, Slim, Pearline, and Grace inside. After the crowd leaves, Cornbread returns and demands to be let in. Annie senses something's wrong. When Cornbread offers money, Smoke reaches for it, only for Cornbread, now a vampire, to lunge at him. Smoke shoots him in the face, forcing him to retreat. Annie realizes they're facing vampires.
Nah, fools, Jim Crow.
Soon after, Stack reanimates as a vampire and bursts out of a closet. Annie splashes him with garlic juice, forcing him to flee.
How to handle himself.
Wood.
But it's slow him down.
Things work. They switch places with us.
Okay, then.
Smoke. They gotta be killed.
Coming on account of my music.
You know how the gal once vampire.
What you ain't
For me.
They ran straight out, you saw them.
Meanwhile, the vampires outside, including Bo, now turned, begin to gather in greater numbers. Remick arrives with Mary, Stack, Bert, and Joan. He reveals that the brothers were betrayed by Hogwood, who is actually the Grand Dragon of the KKKK. Hogwood planned to have his nephew Bert lead a mob of Klansmen to massacre the twins and their guests. Stack confirms this, having seen Remick's memories.
Smoke, let me take over.
Oh, what the fuck? Hungry, that's all.
Let's go.
However, Remick himself rejects the clan's racist ideology. His true interest lies in Sammy, whose music he believes can summon the spirits of his lost people. Remick offers the group immortality through vampirism, promising they can escape racial oppression and live forever. When they refuse, he makes a chilling threat, suggesting they pay a visit to Lisa, Grace, and Bo's teenage daughter.
There's no me without you.
Take our daughter. Made Stack one.
Now, woman.
The remaining survivors arm themselves with stakes, guns, and garlic as Grace taunts the vampires, daring them to enter, sparking the final battle. She charges Bo with a stake, and the two go up in flames together. Slim slashes his own arm to lure a group of vampires away, while Perline is fatally wounded right in front of Sammy. Most of the attacking vampires are either staked or blown to pieces. After being bitten, Annie begs Smoke to kill her before she fully turns, and he drives a stake through her heart. Stack and Mary witness this, and in a fleeting moment of humanity, show deep sorrow over her death. Smoke and Stack engage in a brutal fight, while Sammy flees from Remick outside. The vampire slashes Sammy's face, revealing how he got his earlier wounds. But Sammy drives the silver tip of their father's guitar into Remick's skull. As Remick reels, Smoke arrives and stakes him through the heart just as dawn breaks. Remick erupts into flames, followed by the rest of the vampires.
Lying son of a bitch. Him?
Knowing that the clan is on the way, Smoke orders Sammy to escape. Smoke then arms himself and hides as the Klansmen arrive. He ambushes them with a Tommy gun and grenades, mowing most of them down. Though one Klansman manages to shoot Smoke in the stomach, Smoke still kills him with an explosion. Finally, Hogwood is left begging for his life, offering money. But Smoke finishes him off in a hail of bullets. As he lays dying, Smoke sees the spirits of Annie and their child.
Listen.
Sammy returns to the church but refuses to abandon music despite his father's pleas. He drives north, holding onto the guitar. In the credits, Sammy is shown as an elderly bluesman in 1992. After a performance, he's approached by Stack and Mary. They greet him kindly, with Stack revealing that Smoke couldn't bring himself to kill him, and instead told him to stay away from Sammy. Sensing Sammy's life is nearing its end, Stack offers to turn him into a vampire so he can continue playing music. But Sammy declines, saying he's seen enough of the world. He plays one final song for them before they part ways. Before leaving, Sammy admits he still has nightmares about that night, but recalls that the hours before sunset were the best of his life. Stack agrees, saying it was the last time he saw his brother, the sun, and the last time he truly felt free. In the film's climax, the survivors battle the vampires. Grace burns herself to take down Bo. Annie asks Smoke to kill her before turning, and Slim lures the vampires away.
Sorry I couldn't keep you safe. Don't be sorry.
Sammy wounds Remick with her father's guitar, and Smoke finishes him off at sunrise, burning all the vampires. Smoke then wipes out the KKK before dying, reuniting with Annie and their child in spirit.
Listen.
Sammy, scarred but defiant, refuses to give up music despite his father's pleas. He carries on, keeping the blues and resistance alive. In the credits, an elderly Sammy reunites with Stack and Mary. Stack offers him immortality, but he declines, content with him life. He plays one final song, remembering that dark night as the most meaningful moment of his life, and the last time Stack felt truly free.
Take care, little Sammy.
Went down. Last time I seen him, just for a few hours.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss other interesting content. Also, activate the notification bell so you are always updated with the latest videos from this channel. Your support means a lot to us to continue working and presenting the best content. See you in the next video.